Welcome to VPC Traffic Mirroring session. So most security or network engineers wants to monitor network traffic, and Cisco facilitated this by introducing SPAN. SPAN stands for Switched Port Analyzer. So basically with SPAN they could monitor network traffic and detect abnormal activity and even use it for forensic analysis in future. In AWS, we can leverage similar capabilities by using VPC Traffic Mirroring. So imagine that you have a web application running on several EC2 instances. You want to monitor the traffic to ensure that there are no security threats. In this case, you can set up VPC Traffic Mirroring to capture traffic from the ENI, which stands for Elastic Network Interface of these instances, and then send it to a security appliance for analysis. So let's assume that there is a VPC and there is one subnet, and inside of subnet we're gonna build two instances. One instance works as the application server, and then the another instance will work as a auditing service. And in this case, we're gonna install Security Onion. So as you can see on the left, we create an instance, and each instance has a ENI, and on the right side we have another application server with another ENI. So there is the internet gateway, and there is a user outside of the VPC. And then when a user access the application server through the internet gateway, it hits the ENI, Elastic Network Interface. And of course, this is application instance. And on the left side is the auditing application. And in this case, as I told you, we're gonna use the Security Onion. I'm not gonna talk detail about the Security Onion, but it's kind of an open distro, and then it has a lot of tools to monitor user activity. And as you can see, user access to app application, and whenever user access the application, the traffic will be duplicated into the audit instance. And also at the same pattern, when application reply to endpoint, the reply traffic will also be duplicated into the auditing application. So that's what we're gonna set up in this session. We will set up the VPC Traffic Mirroring in between. So by using that, we can duplicate our application traffic into our auditing instance. By using that, we can inspect network traffic, and also we can, by collecting the traffic, we can use it for forensics in future. So we're gonna create three things in here: the target, session, and filter. Okay. Now let's set up the VPC Traffic Mirroring. But before going further, let me give you a short explanation of this demonstration. So basically, I created three instances. As you can see, there is a source instance, and there is a target instance, and there is a management instance. So basically, we're gonna create a traffic here, and then the traffic will be duplicated onto this target machine, and then through the management interface, we're gonna monitor traffic, whether it is properly duplicated or mirrored into target interface. So as you can see here, check the target interface, you go networking, and there are two interfaces attached into this instance, and this interface will be used for management. So you can access management console through this IP, and this interface will be our target interface. So we're gonna set up the VPC traffic mirroring pointing to this elastic interface. All right, let's go to VPC and set up the traffic mirroring. All right, almost at the bottom. There is a three menus available, and let's go to target, create a target. So I always give a name with a service, traffic mirroring target, and name DSN, and target interface will be network interface. So there are three options available: network interface, network load balancer, gateway load balancer endpoint. So if you're using some enterprise level of a firewall, you can use gateway load balancer endpoint to forward all the traffic to one destination. However, we just want to basic test of a traffic mirroring. So I'm gonna just choose network interface. So the destination will be ENI mirroring. As you can see, it ends with a DA13. It disappeared again. Alright, we got the number, so we good. Alright, DA13. Let's just make sure that is DA13. Interface, running instance, target, networking, DA13. Yep, that's correct. And let's go and set up the create a filtering. The targets. Let's create a filter. So we're not gonna block anything. We just allow everything. Source any, destination any. So traffic mirror filter TSN. We're gonna add a rule, accept all protocol traffic. Same thing on outbound, all protocol, all create. Now we're gonna create a session. To create a session, we need to make sure that we got the right source ENI. So let me just write the name first. And source will be, go to DSN source. Let's go to ENI. Ends with a 0872. I'm gonna just copy that. Paste 0872. There it is. And target, we just create a target. The session number is just 1. I don't wanna touch too much about this VXLAN. And filter, just apply the things, the filter which we created, and click create. Alright, it's set up. Let me show you one thing about the target instance. So ENI, as you can see here, there is a security group is set up. And then as you can see, all TCP, custom UDP, port is 0. And let me show you one thing about that. So basically, let's just call google.com. Alright, let's go to the management instance. Let me show you the management instance. So this is the management instance. I already opened this page. Let me just show you the IP of the instance. Command. Yeah, it's a bit slow. I just assigned 2 CPU and 2 memory. Maybe that's why it's a bit slow, but it's okay. Just a test machine, so I'm not gonna complain too much about that. Alright, computer. Where is it? Alright. Command prompt. There is IP config. Alright, this is 172.168.1.69222. If you go management interface 31.69222. Alright, that's correct. And I'm gonna open the target instance and see whether it detects any traffic. Alright, let me go back to the target instance. As I told you, we will monitor through this interface, and then we will use this ENI for our management. So I'm gonna access to this IP. I'm gonna type my username. I hope I don't forget. I forgot password. Okay, I can do it again. Alright, I passed. And basically, the Secure Onion default page displays all the alerts and basic noticeable events on that. But if you want to know the deep inspection of your traffic, you better go inside of the Elastic, ELK, Elasticsearch, Logstash, and Kibana, and then all together we just call ELK. So let's just type the alright. Let's go. Alright, we are inside of the Kibana, and basically we want to monitor the source IP. And source IP is 172.168.1.66.243. But if you go here, if you go check the network activity, you don't see the traffic. 172.1.66.243. And let me explain why. It's because the VPC Traffic Mirroring works as a VXLAN. So VXLAN requires the certain port to be opened. Yeah, this is the one. Alright, so security group, as you can see, UDP is set to 0. So we need to change this inbound rule, change to all UDP. Okay. Actually, basically, it's a, I don't remember, it's a 4679 or certain port. We need to make it open, but let's just open it to everything. We just want to duplicate the traffic, so let's see how it goes. And then let me do this call again. Let's go back to the management interface, and then let's see whether it detects anything. All right, computer, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, as you can see, if you want to set up SIEM solution, you need to assign lots of resources for that. Yes, 172.1.66.243. Yeah, you got the traffic. Let me just show you the IP again. EC2 instance. source, and its source IP is 3166.243. 66.243. All right, let me do one more. Let me trigger one more traffic. Call testmyids.com. So by using the testmyids.com, user tries to access to this IDS website using root permission. So just to make sure that nobody is using these kind of credentials for as a root admin, but we just want to test whether IDS detects that someone tried to access with their root admin. So let's just go back to the system and make sure that whether the security onion detects any traffic on here. Alright, this is source IP. Let me just search by this IP. Or we can just click some critical activity from here. Alright, Jig detected something on here. No, actually it's not the ICMP traffic. Yeah, it was HTTP traffic, so let's go and check HTTP. Alright, Jig detected. Just go discover. And let's just type the source IP 172.31.22. You know what? I forgot that. 3166.243. Just paste. Let's see. Alright, it detected something. Let me just go to down and see whether any unusual event is monitored. Alright, so I'm gonna just search by testmyids. myids.com. Okay. As you can see, it detected some of the traffic that user tried to access to the testmyids, and then the source activity is monitored through the VPC Traffic Mirroring. Alright, that's it for today's lecture. Thanks for joining. Bye.